So building the mold is also very simple now. Now once you know your placement, once you have an idea, your rough idea in your mind how the wood will be placed. So now you know my one wood will be here, or two woods will be here, or woods will be placed in a particular way. So once you know that, you just take your base. This is the base of the mold. Just place it on a straight surface, on a very smooth and straight. Maybe it is a working table, or whatever that you are using, you're doing your project on. Just place it on top and make sure it is not bent. Even the table that you are using, make sure it is not bent. It is accurate. It is straight. Because if the bottom is also, the bottom bends, if there is a slight curve or whatever, so your project will be, obviously it will take that shape. So make sure that is leveled as in it should not be tilted and all. Your flow should be leveled, and even your surface should be leveled where you keep your where you will be building your mold. So this bottom part, you just keep it there. Use your level. Use a leveling tool just to see the level. If the levels are slight up and down, just adjust the legs of your table and all. Put something in it, and just the point is you have to have an accurate level to it, because everything is on the leveling of, even the woods, even the placement, everything works on the level here. Because once the level is there, so your project will be like absolutely. See, this is the level. See, use this tool to check the level. This minute things, the vernier caliper, the level thing, it is very important. So once that is placement is done, once you know your wood will be coming here and all, then you understand you understand how your mold will become. So for that, what we do is, if we have a certain plan in our mind, we just place on the empty base, before making our mold and all, we just place our wood wherever we need, wherever we desire to place it, where our desired project is coming. So we just place the wood, and we just mark the sides. We just mark the placement with a marker and all, and we just take the wood off. And then we know till here our project will be coming, till here. So it will be the project. And during the building of the mold, what we do is, building the mold is in building the walls, the side walls. So the side wall should be, at least there should be a gap of 1 finger. Like if your wood is placed here, so there should be at least 1 finger gap from all the sides. When you build your walls, there should be at least a gap of 1 finger. Your wood is placed here. I'll just show you. Now you placed your wood here. So this is your project. So now your wall should be built here. There should be a space of 1 finger when you build your mold here. There should be spacing here. That spacing, why the spacing is, I will be explaining to you during the pouring process and the demolding process. But just remember, there should be a gap of 1 finger at least. You should avoid going more also, because then it will waste a lot of resin also, because even this is a lot of wastage. So at least keep a finger space, or then when you start doing, you will just understand, so do accordingly. But the point that you have to remember is, just keep a distance of 1 finger, a gap of 1 finger from all the sides. When you are doing your molds, when you know your wood will be coming in a particular way, and this will be the edges of your project. So when you build your mold, just keep a distance of 1 finger around. So after that is the mold building process. Building a mold is very, very simple. This is silicone. This is available in your local store easily. But there are different kind of silicones also. Then you have to just just ask them, because there are different silicon which will be used for different purposes, which are permanent and which are expensive also. Just ask for clear silicon, clear silicon for general purpose. So this is that particular, it will just cost you 200 rupees something. There are like a lot of other silicons available, which sometimes they use silicons to make this aquariums and all. So aquariums, for that should be eco-friendly. So that is like 500 bucks. That is for the aquarium thing, and that is permanent thing. So that is not what we are looking for. We are just looking for normal clear silicon, just to make the mold, just to seal the mold, and obviously we have to break the mold later on. So we don't need a very expensive one. It's just simple clear one, clear resin which is easily available. Just tell them clear silicon that you are needing. Get this, and then you will be needing a gun like this. This is called silicon gun. Silicon gun, and this silicon cylinder, this thing will go into this, and it will just, you have to just cut it here, and there is a slot here. So it will just come, when you press it down here, it will just come like paste. So all you have to do is, when you are building your mold, you have to just apply the paste here at the bottom, and just place it on wherever you need it. Wherever you need the placement, you will be marking a certain, there will be a placement that you have to make a mold. Just put the paste here and just place it, and place it on all the four sides, wherever it is. Just placement is very simple. Just put your silicon here, and just basically you have to stick it with silicon, not with gum, not with any other thing, but just silicon, because silicon, it will hold it very tight, and it will just the spacing and all, the empty space, that it will not give you so many empty spaces, because it is kind of a wax, a hard wax, and it takes time to cure also. So gradually it just seals the ends of it. So do that here. Just apply your paste here, and just stick it to the ground, stick it to the surface. What we do is, we paste it here. One paste we put paste here, and another we also paste on the base, and then we just stick it together. So it gives you much more. It holds much more, and the space, if at all, the spaces, they are less, they are reduced. It is like this, during the sealing process, the sealing is done accurately when you paste on both the sides. So that is something that you can, that is up to you, it's your choice. So basically what you have to do is stick it with silicon from all the sides. Once the sticking is done, the 4 walls are made here, and the 4 walls will be done. So don't bother about the sizes and all. Like you can just adjust it accordingly. So one will be bigger, the other will be smaller. Just it will be slightly bigger here. So start it from here. So accordingly, that is, while you are doing, you'll just come to know how you have to improvise and all. So, but just because it is too big or too small, just don't cut it, because then this thing could be used for other projects also. So that is something that you will come to know when you do your project. So basically now you have to stick the side walls of it, and after you stick the walls, assert a certain pressure. Obviously you have to assert certain pressure on it. Once you stick, just give us a slight pressure to it, so that it is stuck to the bottom, all the four sides basically. And just like one that is stuck, there will be a lot of excess that will just stick out here, that will just come out here. You just have to clean that up. You will be wearing your gloves and all. Just take the excess out of it, out of the, when it is on the bottom. Just clear the excess, and just wait for at least, minimum you have to wait is for like 2 to 3 hours. You have to wait until it cures, because that is also a chemical thing. This silicon is also a chemical. It's similar. It's somewhat similar to epoxy only. It takes time to cure. It has a lot of moisture to it also. So at least for 1 or 2 hours you have to wait. But what we do is we wait for 24 hours. So I suggest you, after you do after you build the mold, wait for 24 hours. Put your fan on and just wait for 24 hours so that it cures perfectly. Because this is also a chemical only. It has moisture also. So once if you just do it directly, so as I told you, with resin and hardener mixed together, it gives a lot of violence. The chemical reaction is very violent, and there are a lot of fumes and heat that is generated. So if this part is not cured, the silicon, the end part, silicon is not cured, if it has moisture and all, so that will just show up in your resin at the end. At the end, it will just show up. It will just, it will just give out some waxy thing. It will just come out like wax at the end. So that is the reason why you have to keep it for 24 hours. And also it has to, it has to hold. So holding, and because it has, the sides, they have to really be strong. So at least give it a time to cure, 24-hour time. Just give it 24 hours to cure the side walls. So once that is done, the 70% of your mold is complete. So now further, I'll be just explaining to you how you have to further seal the mold. Here at least your mold is complete. Your mold is done. Now we have to seal the mold. So sealing the mold is, now we'll be explaining to you the process of sealing the mold. Okay. So in the next part, I'll be explaining to you the part where we seal the mold, your mold accurately. So meet you in the next class.